Already cars on this road. Back on the road, obviously, from the visiting the stones. This is part of the official Arran coast path. Up there, you see the tree line. I'm going to be walking along there when I come off the road. Apparently, according to the OS map. How about this, guys? Barrel furniture. Does that mean they make the furniture with barrels? It's probably just the name, isn't it? Let me know. It's a sign for the King's Cave car park, I guess. And here we come to the King's Cave car park. It doesn't look like there's anyone here at the moment, actually. And there is a coast path sign just there. Okay, rubbish time. I have to say, Isle of Arran is really good for bins. They've got bins everywhere. National parks in England could learn from this. Some information here about the King's Cave if you want to pause it and read it. Guys, I just seen a red squirrel, and I haven't seen a red squirrel, and this is no word of a joke, since the 1970s. Used to see them every day where I live. Red squirrels everywhere. You obviously don't see them anymore, not for a long time, but yep. That's the first red squirrel I've seen, apart from on TV, since the 1970s. Wow, wasn't expecting that. That is really cool. Forgot to say, I actually saw a pine marten. I think it was a pine marten. I have definitely seen one when I walked on a Groats to Land's End. Saw one in the forest back in 2014. No idea what it was at the time, but yeah, since then it was a pine marten. And I think I saw one on the coast path just as I was walking past some trees. Saw it going through. It wasn't a squirrel. It definitely wasn't a squirrel. So that's cool. That's two rare. Well, the pine marten's getting less and less rare, I think, but I have never seen a red squirrel since the 70s. That is just so cool. Can't get over that. Not a bad walk along this bit, actually. A nice breeze. It's not going through the forest. There's no midges. Well, not while I'm walking anyway. And the path is really good. Well, there was no one about at the Moor Stone complex, and there was no one car parked at the King's Cave car park, so kind of hoping I got it to myself. It's still quite early. It's 9:27 now. I'm liking this. Oh, it's much better than walking on the bloody road, I can tell you. So nice. Bench with a view. Another bench. Okay, so the path is starting to go down now, I guess, towards these caves, which will be, I'm guessing, on the beach, or rock beach or whatever. It's a very good quality path. Back on a proper coast path, eh? That's what it's all about. Still haven't seen anyone on this coast path this morning. Hopefully I'm going to have the caves to myself to do some filming and some photography. I don't know how well it came out though. They're caves, aren't they? And like I've got a camera light, but it's only so powerful. I mean, it's a big cave, so it's not going to make any difference, is it? You need like some serious lighting really for that kind of cave. That'd be a good wall camping spot. I don't know, just about fit the tent now. Very small tent. Don't know how good the ground is for putting pegs in. Not too far to go now, I think. It's in the general direction of going down still. Oh, this is really beautiful. Yeah, I'm in a bit of a hurry, so no tripod shots at the moment. I'll save that for the cave. Right, this isn't the cave. This is just the sort of entrance to the beach I'm going to now. Cut through the rock, I guess. Well, if it's natural. It's got to go this way. It's looking rather hopeful actually. Can't see anyone so far. Not a bad day as well. Okay. Seems to be a couple of options here. Let's go up here. I don't know if this is the actual King's Cave, but it's a cave, I think. One of many, a few down here, I think. Interesting. Don't know if this is coming out all right. Okay, rocks look a little bit on the slippy side. That's so cool. Pretty amazing. There's another cave in there. There's another one behind the camera. Some old engravings on the stones. Very interesting. So many caves along here. Fascinating place. I don't know if this was the King's Caves. I thought they were further along. Maybe they are. I don't know. Maybe this is the King's Caves. That's the caves done. Hopefully there's a, I think there's a shop after the, there's a golf course coming up I think. It's on the coast path in a bit. So I've just had a bit of a rest to try and dry my socks, which they didn't dry, but I found some vaguely dry, or damp, but not so wet socks in my bag. Shoes are still wet, but not as bad as they were this morning. Feet are feeling a lot better. What I find is when you take a break, it's really good to take your boots off as well and air your feet, even if they're not wet. It's just good to get some air. But when I'm on the train, I take my shoes off and socks. You know, if you're on the bus especially, because that's going to be a 12-hour journey, then I'm not leaving my shoes on for like 12 hours. When I'm just sat there, that's crazy. This coastline, this is another good bit of the coast. Okay, so that apparently is a dinosaur footprint fossilised in the rock. Don't know if you can make it out. I have took a picture of the information board, so might make it a bit more clearer to you. But I don't want to move the camera. I'm trying to keep the camera still. But yeah, that's supposed to be a dinosaur footprint. So it's up, 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 up. Actually. Oh, I thought it was going to go a different way to this. Just come from there, and I'm going up here. Okay, I went the wrong way. I thought we could walk around this cliff face on the path, but you can't. And there's a path going along the beach. I thought I'd walk the cliff face, but it just goes up into a field and goes off away from the coast. So, yeah, walked up here for nothing. Oh well, it's kind of weird. It's got the coast path going up on that cliff face, but it seems to be down here. I don't know. Well, I'm on the right path now. So this bit's not so bad. I like how they carved out the boulders to make a path. It's obviously not the amount of wear from people walking along here. Even though it's going over boulders, it's all been made into a path. Can't really do tripod shots along here, the ground's so uneven with rocks. Oh, almost coming to the end of this bit, I think. It's not very far now. It's pretty much like this to the end. It says on the sign, at the golf course for your safety, walk along here, because there's the golf course. Golf course looks a lot easier to walk through, but this is way more interesting. I did see some walkers go through the golf course, but this isn't that bad. It's quite easy actually, compared to some of the coast path I've been along so far on it. None of it's been really hard. I wouldn't say it's hard. Bear in mind I'm carrying this as well, so. Come and join me on the Arran Coastal Way. It's like a granite version of Ayers Rock, isn't it? Interesting. Like a lot of the trail, really. Well, I'm getting close to a town called Blackwater. I think it's either the biggest or second biggest settlement on the islands. To me, it don't look as big as is it Brodick? Brodog? I can't remember what the name of the ferry port town is now. Right, pretty much coming to the end of the beach now. And by the car park Rod in Blackwater. Okay, rubbish time. So this is Blackwater. Well, hopefully there's a shop here, it's supposed to be. It doesn't look very big though. You think there'd be a co-op here. It's the biggest or second biggest settlement on the island. I think there's 3 co-ops on the island. I know there's other little independent shops, but I think this shop here is really small. There's a pub over there, a bar. Looks like there might be a restaurant over there, people sitting outside. But I want to shop. Hopefully they got bottles of water. And swans. I didn't realise there's quite. I've seen black swans in the sea in New Zealand, but I don't really often see them in Britain in the sea. I haven't anyway. So the shop in can't remember what it's called now. Blackwater was well stocked. Nice little friendly shop. And there's a harbour. There's a shop on the harbour, but there's a shop in the village you want. The harbour shop. It's just got little touristy stuff in and some drinks. But the shop in the village, which is pretty much by the sea as well, by the hotel, is yeah, that's the one you want to go to. It's really well stocked. So this is pretty much the path now. I don't know how long it goes on for this like. I can't see any other path. So I know I did read up that there were bits where you're walking over rocks like this. It's not great when you got bunions because I've done so much hiking. I got bunions and it's not very comfortable walking on surfaces like this, especially in the trail trainers with this much weight on my back. Actually, it's more due to the amount of weight I carry while I've got bunions, and it's probably a genetic thing as well. But they're really annoying. Luckily though, my knees are I have no problem with my knees, even though the amount of distances I've covered, my knees are absolutely fine. It's just my bloody bunions that are playing up. Makes me walk funny sometimes. It's not the end of the world, but wish it didn't happen though. You would not believe how much water I'm carrying as well. 2, 3, 4, over 4 litres of water. I'm going to drink a whole litre of water, I think, to lighten my bag. The coast path has improved along here. There's supposed to be another cave along here, so I don't know what that's like. There's a car park for it, so I presume it's quite interesting. Well, I couldn't resist it, could I? Another cave, but it's not really a cave. It's not much of a cave, is it? I just had to walk through loads of brambles to get here as well. I presume the car park was for this. I thought there'd be a big cave, but this is, well, all I found anyway. Maybe there's another one, and this is a smaller one, who knows. But yeah, not much to see here. Wooden cross, and one of the bits of wood are carved like it's a whaling harpoon. It's in wood. Interesting. Interesting cave. What's the cross about? Does anyone know? I haven't got much battery power or memory card left, so I'm just going to try to keep recording the more interesting things now rather than babble on a lot like I've been in the other episodes. Okay, just a little bit here. It's quite a demanding section. I've got a feeling I have the option to go back up the road, but I just can't see it anywhere because the next bit is even harder with the boulders, I think, walking on there. So if I can, I'm going to take the road option because I think this next bit is probably the hardest if you walk along it with this bag. Even though I haven't got many subscribers, I appreciate everybody who watches my videos. There's a lot of good channels out there like mine that don't have many subscribers. It's just like it's just kind of a niche thing. Like I guess I don't really. I'm not an entertainment channel. I'm like a hiking channel. Long distance hikes. It's not. It is a niche thing. So only really like it's going to be of interest to people who want to do these trails. Maybe I'll knock in a little bit of entertainment here and there, but mainly it's about the hikes. So yeah, I appreciate that, guys. Thanks for subscribing. This is an awesome coastal walk. Apart from the road walking, which isn't great, the views are great from the road, but there's too many cars. But the bits that go off the road, awesome. Really enjoy this section. I'm really enjoying. Well, I camped a little bit earlier than I was planning. I just saw this. I walked over 20 kilometres, although 6 of it was walking up to that stone complex and back. So I think I can still do it. I've just got to do I've probably got to do a lot more than 20 kilometres tomorrow. But I've got a fair amount of Thursday before my boat as well. So anyway, like I said, I haven't got much memory card left or battery power, so I'm going to cut it short. I'm going to go in my tent. I got some pasties, pies from the shop I was last at, the town I was last at. So I might not record anything more tonight. Probably not. So yeah, thanks for watching. If there's no more clips from today's episode.